Hello, folks. Okay, let Mother get her glasses. Oops. There you are. Hello. As you can tell from the title, it is about the Three of Swords card. So, my beauties, the Three of Swords card. What I realized is that I want to do a series, if you enjoy it, and if you let me know in the comments, on the difficult tarot cards, okay? Because the card that I pulled, now this is not a daily card reading, so don't panic, okay? This is just to give you info on the Three of Swords. I was watching a channel called The Simple Tarot. She doesn't even upload anymore, but she had a lot of videos where she just went through like the court cards or the major arcana cards. And so I realized I really like that. And so I'm going to do that. And because I pulled this card, because I want to work with intuition, I thought, why don't I do a series where it's about the difficult tarot cards? So the Three of Swords is definitely a difficult one. So let's just talk about what we see. So when you're reading for yourself, that's always a place you can jump in. You can always jump in this way. So it's a card, we're seeing the red heart, and we're seeing three swords. Now, any sword through the heart is not good, so we're okay, like, okay, that's pretty intense. So you get right away intensity. It's an intense card, okay? And what always strikes me is there's no blood dripping though, because that would seem obvious that there should be some blood dripping out. So, and this is how you can work with the tarot. For me, it typically, when I pull this card for a client, it's something that is not necessarily sudden. It's been in the making, it's been long term, okay? Does that make sense? So the Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, disillusionment, disappointment. Now you would think, oh, well, it's always about love. Now, I do not think so. I have not found that to be so. Here's why. Let me give you an example. What if this is a reading about someone's career? You know, someone comes to me about career and life purpose, and they get this. There's no indication really it's romantic. It can be about disillusionment with work, disillusionment and pain at the job. Maybe they're literally being attacked at the job, okay? So I guess one of the main things I want to get is don't be literal about the cards, okay? Let them really speak to you and develop your intuition, because that's what I'm really about, is women's intuition. And my channel is about meditation, spirituality, the chakras, and energy healing, as well as holistic wellness, the physical body, but holistic. Okay, so let me give you an example of how to interpret this depending on what is next to it, because it's all relational. And I'm realizing that that's where I could really add to the information that's out there. So say you pull this card and it's next to this card. Okay? This is the poverty card, really financial difficulty. Also, it implies other things as well, like a spiritual disconnection from the source and the joy of life. But if these come together, that would make me think that more, and the person is already, we're discussing career, that this is potentially losing a job. Okay, potentially losing a job, being out in the cold, and that's the heartbreak. But let's take the Three of Swords, okay, and pair it with another card where it could be a positive. So I'm pulling out a couple. Let's see, no, that would be a negative, and I'm going to show you that one, so wait for that one. Again, so just say it's a career reading and you're stumped, you know, you're just thinking about that, and then you get this and you're like, no, you know, everything's fine, love-wise, it's just not. You even wait a few days and you're like, that just didn't resonate. Well, you got this card and then you got this card with it, okay? So in a career focus or what to do, it could be several ways you could read this. If for a client, they might have some heartbreak they're going through, but then they're going to get back out in the world, and in fact, it's going to start a whole new phase for them where they heal, where they feel fully in control of their life, and it's really beautiful. So this ending is actually amazing. So this card would be good because it's paired with this card, or something like the Sun card, for example, the Sun card. So let me give you an example where the Three of Swords paired with another card would really tell me this person. And again, I want to stop here and say, I use the tarot to help women primarily understand how to manifest what they desire. So not as like divination in the sense of future divination, though I will get that. It's more, how can you create? So I don't do yes or no questions. If you say to me, will he come back to me? I would say to you, as a wise woman, what are you looking for in love? What is it about him? I would have you think about, what is it about him that you did love? And then how can you find that in your life? Do you see the difference? That would be the question to bring to the tarot, and then we would get the answer. And the tarot is just a tool, okay, to connect with spirit. So if you got Three of Swords, but you got it with the Tower, and again, depending on placement in the spread, currently is going through, right? If it reads in a current position, and again, all of the other cards, they're going through a tremendous, tremendous shakeup, right? You've got the Tower card, which is often sudden, actually. So then that might temper this, where I say it's usually long-standing. Maybe there is a heartbreak and there's other stuff going on and it's just really dramatic. I get more drama, basically, in their life, more upset, more changes, disorientation. So this would be like a divorce potentially. If it were a career reading, this would be losing the job, maybe dealing with even having to change home, having to move back in with mom. Does that make sense? You know, so it's like a bigger impact, the Three of Swords card. So just to tell you, don't just, memorize meanings of the cards, but when you're doing a spread for yourself or others, it's about that blending. Really quick, I'm going to shuffle the cards and I want to see what, I'm putting the ones I had pulled out back. I'm going to shuffle the cards and just see what wants to be pulled out with it, and then do that for you. So without conscious, like tapping into intuition together, let's see, to just show you with the Three of Swords. And if you pull the Hanged Man reverse, what? And I want to know, share in the comments what you thought with this. Hanged Man reverse would tell me that potentially a relationship that was stalled, that was just really stagnant for a long time. I'm getting stagnancy. It could be that one person was more withdrawn. There are many ways this could go, again, depending on the other cards. But if we just had these two, which would make it, very difficult, the heartbreak is related to coming out of a period of introspection, is how I would read it if I just had the two. So there's a period of introspection, either caused by the heartbreak, which actually that would make a lot of sense. So the heartbreak caused the person to retreat within themselves and to also maybe take time away, but in it they gained some real clear understanding of their needs, their drives. But again, I would always, when I do a reading for clients, this would always be part of a whole community of cards, because that's really how you have to read it. That is how you have to read it. So again, Three of Swords, to recapitulate, breakup, disillusionment, heartache. It could even literally be, on the literal level, heart issues, again, depending what the parameters were for the reading, okay? So I hope this was helpful, just to give you, and I'm going to keep talking about that as we go through all the scary cards, right, in the deck. So we'll see what comes up next as the next scary card, the card that puts people off. So I hope this was helpful. Share in the chat your thoughts, meanings that you give, and I hope you enjoy. And again, this is not going to become a tarot channel for my regulars. I used to do readings regularly, but I found I didn't really enjoy them. I really want to integrate the idea of intuition, and especially women's intuition, in all the different ways we can tap into our intuition. That's what I'm really interested in, not becoming a tarot channel, because there's so many out there, right? So meditation, spirituality, the chakras, and energy healing for women. And so subscribe if that sounds good to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and I am having a sale right as I'm putting this up. It's my birthday. Birthday just passed. I'm doing a birthday sale. I have time, I have openings, and so check it out. It is 30% off a 1-hour reading with me, and I do them live. Much love. Stay blissed and blessed.